Perfect.
Hi, my name is Natasha and I am the founder of Bonded Through Cancer. I was born in London, raised in New York all my life, and been back since 2006 back in London. Well, we were doing a bit of a relocation, coming back, to raise the kids and, where life would be a lot better, considering New York is a little bit crazy at this point. And relocated. I came back first. My sister was coming, but she was also diagnosed. She was diagnosed before me with cancer, so it kind of stopped her, and I'm here. And I thank God I'm still here. Bonded Through Cancer is a charity that formed last year. I was diagnosed February 13th, 2014, and I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. Went through a mastectomy in March, chemotherapy, still going through treatments now, finished chemo, but there's something called Herceptin that I have to take, about 18 injections of that, and we're almost at the end leg of that. So Bonded Through Cancer formed while I was going through this chemotherapy more so. Maybe I can rewind a little bit. As I was saying before, I was searching for a name because I had made myself, I had made this public, and I needed to go public because it was the way I could heal and fight this terminal disease that we know that's killing people. So I found the name Bonded Through Cancer because I felt bonded, as I looked it up in a dictionary, meant fused together and things like that. So it allowed me to know that one way or another, we are all bonded through cancer because there's someone going through it that we know today. There's a mother, a brother, a sister, aunt, an uncle, a cousin, a dear friend. Someone somewhere is going through this hideous disease. So the bonded part kind of put us together. Through, when anyone thinks of the word through, we know that there may be an end at the end of the tunnel. If I'm going through the tunnel, there's an end, there's a light. So bonded through, and then cancer. The word cancer, sometimes, well not sometimes, most of the time we take it as it's a very negative word because it's killing so many of our people. It does not discriminate. It's not about race. It's not about gender. It's not about color. It's about nothing. But what it is, it's a negative word. But I found a positive side of it. And creating Bonded Through Cancer, the charity itself is where the positivity began. The charity itself, what we're about, what's the first protocol is where we pick the person up that's diagnosed with cancer. We pick them up from home. We take them to chemotherapy. We literally serve them. We're called Bonded Through Cancer Buddies. We also take them to lunch, where I've been liaising with cafes and restaurants for, a possible discounted meal or a free lunch somewhere, and then we take them home. And that's the first part of the first protocol of Bonded Through Cancer. The second protocol is the look good, feel greater, fight stronger. That's the mission statement of the charity. Look good, feel greater, fight stronger. Because if you look good, you fight stronger, and it's just about positivity. That's exactly what it's all about. So the second protocol, as I was saying, is where we have been liaising with spas and salons for that look good, feel greater factor. And they are willing to give up a chair each week to a cancer patient. So those are the things. And like I said, it was formed through going through chemotherapy. And I had a great team going through chemotherapy. I had 1,000,001 friends, family members, someone that would attend with me to hold my hand, for me to cry on their shoulder, whatever it was. And I looked to the left and I would see a young girl, possibly 25 years old, going through this same thing. There was a girl, they found cancer in her, maybe 3 places. And in talking to her, she had no one. Her family was back at home in Pakistan, and she was in London by herself. And for me to think about someone going through this by themselves, felt like I had to make a difference. I felt like there has to be something better. There has to be someone to help this girl. I looked to the right, and then I found a mother that had secondary cancer, where the cancer has come back in another part of her body, in her lung. And she's by herself. And why is she by herself? Because her husband's at work, because they have to pay the rent. The children are at school. I'm not quite sure if they were young ones or older ones, but whichever way, they have to be in school. And she's by herself because she's been through it already, so she can get through it again. I guess that's what they may feel. Or, you know, the person themselves has to feel that way. Well, I have to be here and I have to go through it by myself. But no, not with Bonded Through Cancer. I don't think anyone should go through it by themselves. So I came up with this, the buddy system, and we would like to implement it into all of the UK hospitals and in the USA also. And, you know, later on, internationally, globally, you know, we want to touch everyone. We want to reach everyone. We want to be that charity that is proactive in the communities. There are charities, as everyone knows. You know, I don't have to say names, but we have some at the beginning of what you're going through when it comes to cancer. Then we have the bigger charities that will be at the end, where you're terminal, they're giving you palliative care. But we are in the middle. We found ourselves to be in the middle, where we promote longevity, where we give you hope, we give you that positive mind frame, because with everyone that has been diagnosed, not everyone is as positive as me, and it starts here in the mind. So if you're not positive in your mind, your body begins to deteriorate very quickly from a diagnosis of cancer. You know, there's so many people, as I'm pretty sure we all know and have heard, that they are diagnosed and then they don't get through it as well. You know, their lives may end a little quicker. And I just feel being positive allows us to just, you know, keep it going and maybe stay a little longer. There's so many. We'll go with my mom first, because my mom was diagnosed many years ago. She's 79 now, and it had never came back. I've got my aunt, which was diagnosed, breast cancer as well. She inspires me. I have my sister that's fighting the same fight right now, and without her strength and seeing and understanding this cancer situation, I don't think I will be here in this positive light. And one more person, okay. Sherry Dixon.
Okay.
Sherry Dixon, she was the editor for Pride magazine, but she is the CEO for Women on the Crossroads, wherein they even gave me a trip to St. Lucia. I see myself, honestly, where I see myself is in the hospitals all over the UK. All over the UK, where if you understand chemotherapy and going through it, you would see me coming into each ward to just allow everyone on the ward to know that we are bonded through cancer. We have this service, the buddy system, that will allow you to not go through this journey alone. I like to dance. I love dancing. I was always a dancer from a young child. I used to choreograph, and I'm still doing those kind of things. Fashion, it was my major in college in New York. So I'm into fashion, and I think those are the things right now, my two favorite things. Remodel the Runway. Oh, that is just a collection of artists performing. We had a vintage fashion show where we hit 7 eras, so we showed 1940s, 50s, 60s, 70s, all the way up until now, you know, with the more urban designers. It just allowed people to come together. It allows people to know. We've had the RSPCA on board. We had these kind of local community bodies involved, because it allows people to see, even in the RSPCA at a secondhand shop, how you can still look good. And it's part of who we are. So we're going to always have fashion shows, because we want people to always remember, look good, feel greater, fight stronger. So I have four children. I have 3 daughters. My oldest is 23. I have twins that are 20, and I have a son that's 6. And they're my support team. They're my backbone. They're the reason why I had to fight, and had to fight in a strong manner, because, you know, for my daughters to see me breaking down would only break them. So important to stay positive. It's so important to be, to be strong. Some people don't want to be strong because they feel very vulnerable being diagnosed and very weak. But it's when you have people that look up to you and need your strength, there's no choice. I have to be strong.
Yeah, you should ask Nick how mine was so bad. We spent a whole day editing mine.
So was that good, Nick?
Do you want to
It was
come
great.
see?
Fantastic.
Show her a little bit.
Yeah.